Now, to do the context setting and keynote addressal, I will call upon our award partner, Mr. Srijan Nagar, co-founder FinBox, on the stage. And can we have a huge round of applause for him? Everybody, come on.
Hey, hi everyone. Awesome, lots of turnout for a fraud risk summit. Tells mixed signals about where the industry is going towards. But happy to see this kind of turnout, and I think we are really proud to be one of the partners of the event. And just a quick background about FinBox. FinBox works as a lending and banking infrastructure provider for banks and NBFCs. We build systems for digital banking, digital lending, both on the origination and risk side. And from a TSP vantage point, it's a very interesting problem to solve. While one part of our business is focusing on enabling digital lending and ensuring more and more straight-through process, more and more digital transactions are happening without human involvement. And the other side of our business is trying to ensure that, when the first part of the business thrives, it thrives in a way that fraudsters don't creep in. So this is what keeps us busy, up at night to sort of solve it. Now, a couple of interesting things have happened since we've, started FinBox close to 8 years back. Earlier, when we started, there were close to no completely digital STP transactions. Now we are seeing more and more NBFCs and banks, especially in digital lending, especially in small ticket size product, do low human touch underwriting and do basically disbursals that are with zero eyeballs. What it means is the turnaround time for loans decreases. It also means that the customers can enjoy the benefit of an instant disbursal and they can, get the loan instantly in their bank account. But what this also means is certain bad actors creep in and they'll try to game and exploit the system, which is why the defenses should be strong. Everyone in this room today have, all the participants have spoken great things about using new kinds of data, using AI, using machine learning, using centralization, and I think all of these are great ideas, and all of these is what we are also seeing in the industry moving towards. What we are also seeing is, a lot of centralization around systems of fraud. While there has always been a transaction monitoring system on the banking side of things, on the CASA side of things, but on the lending side of things, a lot of this monitoring has been post facto because at the time of origination, most of the originations have been human-led. There was always a person in the loop who would be looking at the data manually, who would be looking at the risk profile of the customer, and then basically assessing the case. But as we move towards a fully digital thing, these new kind of systems are also being brought in, where you not only just get all of the new sources of data, but you're also able to decision on them really fast. And as we have evolved a lot of our, so for example, as we are moving from, say, a traditional way of sourcing via branches and DSAs, move more towards, digital ways of sourcing via NBFCs, apps, embedded finance, OCEN, ONDC. A lot of these transactions are originating on third-party apps. These could be digital apps. So the defense on these systems should be really strong, on these transactions should be really strong. As lenders, our lenders use a wide variety of data sources that they can capture on the digital loan. Some of these data sources are intrinsically generated by the borrower. So these are things such as bureau data, banking data. Then there are kind of data sources that you can basically assess on top of the transactions that they are doing. So these are such as network data, device data, telemetry data. So for example, you created a app journey on your website which is supposed to be used only by the end customers, but some cohorts got hold of it. Then you can probably monitor what concentration am I seeing in my applications. Am I seeing a lot of my applications coming from specific areas? Am I getting a lot of inbound requests from a specific geographical concentration, specific IP address, specific device type? And then you can maybe block or filter those applications. So a lot of our work on the fraud and risk side is on that, and it's a game of being forward, but at times often you have to play catch up, and you have to basically keep on iterating at the speed of at the speed at which they are iterating as well. So one or two key things that keep us busy is adding more and more data sources. So for example, what we are seeing right now is a bunch of new data sources are getting available for lenders to sort of use into their digital lending funnel. So these are data points such as whether the customer is tampering their device or not, are they using some VPN, are they trying to change their location, are they trying to mask their identity, are they using someone else's device. So the primary information on their phone, which is their list of accounts, their SMS, their applications, are they belonging to them or not? Is it something that is just coming from a borrowed phone? A lot of times frauds are internal as well. So bank employees or the RM or the assisted channel would basically in some cases try to game the system to get incentives. So you have to have your defenses against internal collusion as well. So these data points are adding as a new stack of verification for incoming population, in addition to the erstwhile traditional sources of data. And while capturing data is one strategy, the other one means using this wisely and using this in a control plane, which is where centralization is required. So today as a lender, people have different origination systems. They have different ways to originate customers. There are some ad hoc integrations with some third-party partners. There are RMs, there are apps, there are different journeys available on WhatsApp. There are different journeys available on website. And often fraud defense rules are siloed and they are entered into these journeys one at a time. So one thing that we see a lot of our customers doing is getting a central control plane for fraud. This has been talked about today as well in multiple sessions, and we see this category of new applications emerge. So just like you have a centralized BRE for underwriting and for risk, it's also now time to get a centralized control plane for fraud, where the FRM team, the RCU team has the control plane. They can change policies, they can version it, and different applications of origination, different places where the borrowers are hanging out, sort of talk to them. And it is auditable, it is regulator friendly. At any point you can see what's happening. You can do clustering, you can basically figure out the same pattern if I've seen in my business loan journey should not repeat in my personal loan journey. And these are the things that keep us excited as a software provider. This is for us more and more opportunity and technology to build. And I think in terms of predictions, some of these applications will get really centralized and will form a core software stack for the modern lenders. Just like it is impossible to think a life without a core banking solution, a life without a loan management system, right? These are some of the applications of the future wherein these systems will present themselves as like a central decision plane or the central system for any modern software lender. And this should have ability to protect fraud in real time, as well as ability to generate powerful insights in terms of creating post facto policies. So yeah, these are just some insights that we have been working towards, and we are super excited to build for this space. And as a software provider, this is the largest space and the most exposure that any entrepreneur can hope for. So yeah, we are super excited, happy to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll request now Rajendra Singh Chhabra from Head Risk Control, Universal Sompo General Insurance, to kindly come on stage to felicitate Srijan Nagar. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody?